Good morning. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm going to work a little bit more on my traveler's notebook before I have to actually do adult work today, like that involves mathematics that I really don't like, but you already know that. But I'm going to enjoy a little time. It's day 7, making my Wishes and Weeds traveler's notebook. And today we need a trifold. So I have this, I've tea-dyed this paper. It's actually examination paper for grade 1 music. It's from 1977. So I would have been in high school in 77. Anyhow, so our first thing is going to be a lace pocket on this center panel. And then we have to make a little, we're sort of making a pretty little area up here. And actually it was this big and then I cut it. This was an offcut from, I think it's from Evelyn, when I did the 5 encyclopedias, and pardon me, the volume that ended up having Edith Holden's sister on the cover. And I think that was, I seem to recall this was Evelyn's end papers. So now it's going to get used, which is lovely. And I believe I'm going to have to pause and watch the video. I've got my laptop over here. I believe this gets glued down and stitched around, and then this she uses an envelope, part of an envelope, to make a little tuck spot. I don't have any old vintage or antique envelopes, but I've got this sheet. I believe it's Tim Holtz. So you can see I've been using bits and pieces of it. It's terrific. And I have one more. I'm cherishing these. I have one more of this that I haven't cut into yet. So this was up here somewhere. I think it was like there. Yes, it was right there. So that's what I'm going to use. I've got ink and I've got glue all over my fingers already because I've been playing already. So apparently this goes here. And then I have to sew. I put this tape here just so that I'd remember that this is what I'm doing. Oh, I hope I don't tear off the tea. What was I thinking? Be good, come off nicely. Sometimes when you tape tea-dyed paper, it'll come with it. I wasn't thinking. All right, let me see what she does. Hold on. I'm going to pause. I'm going to watch a little few minutes of it, and then I'll know better what I'm supposed to do right now. So hold on. Okay, so I need to sew this pocket, and then I need to, oh, I'm not going anywhere. I have to glue this down. I have to glue this down. I'm going to use some glitter glue. And then I'm going to just want to spread it around a bit. Oh, I've lost my paper. Well, we'll just do this. I just want to try and mush down some of those lines so that they don't show through. Art glitter glue is nice and strong, but boy, sometimes those lines, they just show through anything. And it just needs to be in place because it's going to get sewn down. There, that's better. All right, I am going to go sew, and I will be right back. There we go. So, hold on. Let's pull this through. I have to tie some knots. One, you know what? I'm going to pause. Okay, so she puts a little postcard under here. So I went and raided my real postcard stash. I was lucky one time at a little antique, one of those little traveling antique kind of shows where they hold them in like a hockey arena. And I found an old album that somebody had glued old postcards into. So you can still see a little shimmer of glue on the back here. I think what it was a printer's or a salesman's display album for postcards that you could order for churches. So, sorry we missed you last week, or come to the rally next month. And this one is for Sunday school attendance, saying, "Dear little friend, I'm very sorry you've been away from Sunday school. We've missed you." But I like the colors. It's sort of that pale green and brown. The reason why I'm thinking this was like a salesman's album to show, because all of the postcards had this writing down in the corner, and it would say $1.25 per dozen, $2 per dozen, depending on embossing, or the more elaborate they were, it seemed like it was more expensive per dozen. So I like the color. The greens and the browns look nice with Evelyn's end papers there. So I'm going to tuck that under there. And even, you know what, that's still, even though there's a little bit of the glue left on the back, that's still journalable back there. So now we're working on, I watched a little bit further into what I'm supposed to do next, and it looks like we're making a tag, and I think it's going to go in here, because she did say that we're going to do a fabric or lace cluster down here. So she's used a collage paper again. So I made up some more because I thought, oh, I'm going to be ready for her this time. And I listened a couple times to see what size it was. All she said was she wants it longer than last time. So where's my one from last time? Where'd it go? It's in here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's make it longer than last time. So if this one is here, we'll take it down to here. Oh, let's use this side, because then we'll get the bunny. Although I have a feeling I'm going to cover up the bunny. Oh, well. Oh, well. What I did this time, when I made this one, I collaged on both sides. And for this time, I just covered the whole back in some vintage composition paper from Children's School Book and glued that on there. And I rather like the look of it, and then it doesn't matter where I cut, and my back is ready to go. So let's, so she wants it a little bit longer, so let's just see. We'll give it maybe another inch. Yeah, let's go down to here. And then for width, let's see. Here, there we go. Put this away. And that looks like we have to sew next. Oh, she zigzags. Oh, switching it up, Nancy. Very good. This will be fun. All right. I'm going to take this right down because I can just use that for something else. Now, I still haven't changed that blade yet, so let's see. Oh, we did get through it. Okay. Whew. There we go. I mean, this can even be a tuck spot somewhere, or it can be a little journaling card, because it's now, the back is now all ready to go. I'm rather happy about that. Now, I need to ink around the edges, because these edges, I've already inked around that edge, but this edge is not inked. Oh, I think I should cut my corners. And you know what I did? You know what I did? I'm frugal. Hold on and I'll show you what I did. All this collaging, which is not usually what I do, it was driving me nuts using up my favorite glue stick. I don't have very many of these. So I actually, for mine, I Mod Podged because I've got tons of Mod Podge. So I Mod Podged. And I'm okay with it because then I just put it underneath my rice bag. And that's nice and flat. So I'm very happy with it. Just going to darken those edges. It was just like I've already gone through a stick and a half of my precious permanent Scotch glue stick. So, and I know that the Mod Podge will hold. Mod Podge will hold. You've just got to be very careful. You've got to make it ahead of time, and then you've got to put it under something heavy to flatten it back down again, because it'll want to buckle. It's water-based. And the more water, the more you're going to get buckling. There, that looks nice. So, I'm going to sew around the edges of this, and I will be right back. Okay, so her next thing, she has another little sort of an ad, and then another attractive lady. And, but she also has the little things up here that I enjoy very much. I want black, and I've got these funny little bins, so whenever possible, I try and just use something from in my bin, just because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to get up out of my chair and go to a zone 2 or a zone 3 in my room. So this is black. This will work. So I'm just going to, this is from After 8 Dinner Mitts. So let's just cut this down. I'm going to glue the inside because it's quite thin. Maybe I can just, let's just do it. I guess I should check and make sure I am in. Let me stand up. I'm in. Yay. Oh, and I'm also at 12 minutes. Okay. Good to know. Oh, rats, you're yeah, you're not foldable. Well, you are. You won't be very long, but that's okay. All right. This'll work. It'll do. Oh, let's move you. And I'm all sewn, so I can go ahead with this part. The last one was tricky because I didn't realize I was supposed to sew it until after I had my eyelet in. And that's tricky to try and get your machine around around an eyelet, because I usually just like to keep my zigzag foot on my machine, and I didn't want to have to hunt down that little skinny foot. Which one was that? The zipper foot, is it, that's skinny? Okay, so I'm going to do that one. And then I need to make, she does another postage stamp. Well, I don't have postage stamps, but I have quite an array of vintage old stamps from businesses. So let's just use one of these. Where did I put my red? I want red. Aha. There you are. I put the red away. What was I thinking, putting things away? Now let's see, because these are kind of old and hard as rock. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. So let's stamp you, and then we'll cut you out. Yep, love it. And then we'll age it so that it looks like it's been taken from a, cut off from a package. That's still the same bag from our lovely takeout that we had, not this weekend, but weekend before. Nothing open this weekend. Hope everyone's enjoying a nice holiday weekend, if it's a holiday weekend where you are. Everything's closed up solid where I am. So I'm just going around this edge, and then I'll wrinkle it and ink it again. So it looks a little bit older. And then what that does is creates those wrinkles, and then I sort of kiss the little mountaintop ridges with my sponge, and it makes that look a little more aged. And then flatten it out again. There we go. All right, and then this will go there. So let's just fold it in half. And then we'll glue it on. And then I may have to pause and watch again, because I forget what's next. And if I hit 30 minutes, you know, I did 3 yesterday, so I'm going to just have to catch up on Instagram. I love how that looks. That's an old tea bag there. Okay, cool. All right, I'm going to pause and see what's next. All right, it looks as though she puts some kind of an advertisement on, and a lovely lady, and I'm going to use this lovely lady. So I'm going to pause while I fussy cut to save my time, because I'm at 17 minutes. Okay, now this is my little coupon that I'm going to do. For ladies who are in a hurry, they can use table prayer napkins. What? So you don't have to say the prayer, just read your napkin before you wipe your face, I guess. Oh, maybe they're paper. And you can just throw them out. It doesn't say. It just says prayer napkin. You know what? I don't know. I've got to stop worrying about things that don't affect me. Okay, I'm going to put that there. I'm going to use glue stick. This paper is very, very thin. It's just from an old Workbasket magazine. So not the best quality of paper, and if I use art glitter glue, you'll just see lines through the whole thing. So yeah, I'm going to stand up so that I can see where I want to put this. And I think I want to put it there. Maybe over a little bit. And then I fussy cut her. Now, because of where I cut her out in that picture, part of her dress, we lost part of her dress because she was sort of in behind. But that's fine, because I'm going to just run her off the edge and put her down there. And then we save our bunny. I might put a little piece of lace down here. This looks a little empty. But you know what? We saved the bunny. So, has that got... No, I don't have my pin in there. Gee, wonder where my pin is. Oh dear. Oh well. I'll worry about that later. I refilled this bottle, and now I think I put too much in it because it just wants to come gushing out. And then I'll trim her little dress. Well, maybe it's okay the way it is. It's not that. No. You know what? I'm just going to do this. There. And that way I can put her right there so that there. Oh, I got I got glue everywhere. Oh well. There, she looks fabulous. And then Nancy creates, she puts tissue on the back of hers for a journaling space, and mine's ready to go. So that's good. I want to see what it looks like. Let's see. I'm hoping it goes in here. I don't know yet, because that looks awesome. And she doesn't seem to, at least not yet. I got to watch further. She doesn't seem to put a hole or anything there. So I rather like that. That looks cute. She looks very, very, very fashionable. I think one of these days I need to get a brayer so that I can really push down on things. I don't have a brayer. There we go. All right, I'm going to pause and see what's next and try and find the pin for my glue. Hold on. Okay, I got all caught up. So she does a little fabric collage down here. So while I was watching her, I got mine ready. So I think I'm going to do, my pieces are a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I rather like that. And then she does a little hand stitching, which makes me wonder if I should put this plain one so that my hand stitching is more evident. I'm thinking maybe that would look cute. I like that. I wonder if I want to. I like you crooked. So you, and then you. Like that. But I like you better. But that messes up doing hand stitching on the top one, which is what she did. So I can't do that. Put you like that. And you like that. And you like that. There we go. That's what we're doing. I'm going to use this glue. Now, I hope this glue is okay. I actually took time this morning and added acetone to my, this is 3-in-1 in here. But it's basically, it's basically Fabri-Tac. All right, let's just put you down. If I can be patient and not push so hard, then you won't get so much of that. You know, the label on the bottle says won't bleed through. It totally bleeds through. But on the other hand, it totally also holds. So once you get used to, for the most part, what 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac does, you can sort of predict when it's going to try and bleed right through. And there are certain projects where I don't mind. It kind of adds to making it look old. When you have some blotches of it bleeding through, because it just looks like a darker blotch. But sometimes you do not want it bleeding through. So I'm just trying to keep it thin, which is okay. I'm sorry if I'm out of camera here, but now that I'm on a go, I don't want to stop just to move that. I'm going to put that there. And then she does a little hand stitching. So let's do it. That's kind of cute. Where'd my thread go? There it is. And I'm going to need more thread than that. Oh, I'm going to have to turn this off while I try and thread this needle because it can get ugly. It can get very ugly, so hold on. Okay, so we are sewn through now. Oh, you know what? My glue is still a little damp. This could be an exercise in frustration. That's okay. It's just supposed to look natural. I'm leaving this long for a reason. Come on, you. Maybe you want me to do you one at a time, and that's fine. Ho, ho, ho. Don't be a stinker. There we go. Oh, I don't want you that. Yeah, you're going to get tangled, aren't you? I'm not too worried about if my stitches are even. I think there's a certain charm in wonky, uneven stitches when you're doing something like this. So, not too worried. If you ever, yeah, of course, if you ever want perfectly even stitches, this is not the best quality thread, so it's tangling like that. And the glue doesn't help that I'm trying to glue when it's still damp. If you ever want even stitches and you've got one of these Tim Holtz rulers, you'll see that there's holes along the edge. You can go ahead of time, pre-poke your holes, and then you can easily stitch in and out. Oh, using pre-poked holes. And it's lovely, and it actually looks very, very pretty because it's all even. I hope I'm not running out of time. I can't see my clock. And I didn't set my timer. This kind of fussy work is, for my kind of arthritis, this is a labor of love, let me tell you. Definitely a labor of love. My fingers do not like this. I should have pre-poked my holes. But I do like the charm of it looking exactly what it is, hand sewn. All right, I'm doing good obeying the rules. You stay down. Don't tangle on me again. Oh. It is so twisted and wanting to tangle. Yeah, that's good. So I'm just tying a cute little top. I'm just tying these. Who's that? Probably a daughter. I'm just doing this. This is not the normal way that I would knot things off when I'm sewing clothing. Please know that. I want this on top so that it looks cute. So that's why I left myself a little tail here at the end. And then I'm going to trim it off. There we go. And there we go. Uh-oh, it's trying to come undone. Ho, 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 ho. I guess I better look at my timer. You're supposed to be. Thank you. Oh, that looks cute. Let me see. 31 minutes. How's that for timing? Oh, that turned out cute. I want that a little shorter. That's a little too long. I want that maybe to there. Love it. And then our little tag, that was our postcard that was getting in the way. You need to go under there, Sunday school. And then our lady goes in there. Yay! I did it in one video. Woohoo! Well, thanks for joining me. I'm stoked for tomorrow now. Let's see if I can do tomorrow's in one video. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk soon.